Hey friends, I hope you're having a good day today. I'm going to paint a little 6 by 6 inch painting, Queen Anne's lace, maybe some, I don't know, dried weeds or little flowers or something. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to go with it. I've been selling small paintings during my March 2022 show at the Artist Cooperative Gallery, so I got to get busy painting more little ones. Okay, let's have some fun. Okay, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I'll link my other Queen Anne's lace flower video in this video's description. I think I see it on the side of the road near where Emily lives. Emily's my favorite daughter. Let me know if you guys know about Queen Anne's lace. I really don't know much about this flower. So I put out basically primaries. Prussian blue. I'm just trying to use it up. It's starting to get old. Cad yellow medium hue, and Quinacridone magenta. And then I'm going to make a green, so that's why I have two puddles of yellow. And then titanium white. I also have it in the heavy body. I just go through so much white, I buy it in the jars. Okay, so I think we'll start. We'll see if we can do this a step by step. That might be too much. Let's go much smaller here. So you can see that's a really muted blue. And I like that because then it doesn't make, you know, sort of a bright Christmas green. Well, Christmas probably isn't the right word. I'm looking for a more muted green. And I think instead of a sky, we'll do kind of trees in the background. So I'm going to need a darker green actually after I backed off. Oh, and I might pull out, it might be kind of fun. I don't know if you can mix this. If somebody knows, let me know. But it might be fun to put little dabs of the lime green in there. The vivid lime green. So I'm going to pull that out so I don't forget about it. All right, let's make a darker green. I'm really excited. So it makes sense. I mean, I needed to paint a bunch of big paintings, if you've been following along with me, to fill up the large panels that my art's hung on. But it makes sense that the small ones are selling because they're much more affordable. And I even price them really affordable so that people can get them. Because art isn't cheap. I mean, gosh, a little 12 by 12 canvas, the professional level at Michael's, I think is 20 bucks? I have to go look. So just the canvas and the paint, you know. So in these canvas panels, this is a 6 by 6 inch canvas panel from Michael's. Oh, I need to get a piece of chalk pastel and write the word love on here. We could do it with paint. So these are, depending on what size you get, they run around $1 a panel. So that's really fun. And then I put them in a 6 by 6 inch frame. I got these on Amazon. I don't put the glass. If the glass touches the acrylic painting, it'll fuse. The painting will fuse to the glass, and I take out the mat. So it's just a little wood 6 by 6 inch frame. Okay. Let's just write the word love on with paint. Sometimes I forget to do that. I get so excited to start the videos and hang out with you guys. I forget to do it. Okay, there, now I'm happy. I like that. It's a good way to start. Kind of get you in the mood. I suppose I should, I'm an artist, I suppose put good vibes in the painting might be a good way to put that. Okay, I don't know if I've made enough green. Let's kind of figure, I'm gonna kind of come down a third. I'm gonna just do my, I've done this quite a few times, just kind of do a dip. come back up. Oh, we could even put in some of our darks. Should we put like a little, well, I don't know if I want to put a trail in there. Sometimes I put a trail going in. Maybe we'll just have, I'm doing this just to remind me, we'll have some darks. Maybe kind of come up higher on one side, and then maybe have them come a little lower down here. I really like this Prussian blue, even though it's getting old. In the Indanthrene blue, I think it's a little more purple, but it's a nice dark muted blue. You could take any blue you have and just put a little black in it, put a little orange in it, that'll mute it. Also might lighten it, which may not be a problem. You know, just whatever. I don't know if you can hear all those dogs outside. Whatever you like, whatever you have handy works great. I opened my studio window. It's pretty nice today. Hear the kids outside playing too. I'm gonna need more green. I ended up putting more green down here than I was planning on. Okay, that reminds me of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pick it up. I like to paint the edges. It can be fun to put like some rusty reds in the grass. Karen Margulis, I wish I knew how to say her last name. I don't think it's Margulis, I think it's Margulis. Talks about putting dirt down. She's a pastel painter. If you want, you can just remind me in the comments and I'll link to her YouTube. I just went too high up there. Oh well, it's fine. Start talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. You know what, I'm gonna dry that with a hairdryer so I can handle it. Okay, while I was drying it with a hairdryer, I grabbed a little white and a little bit of my light green just to remind me that I don't want it so dark down there. I still had the hairdryer running. I just grabbed my paintbrush. Okay, so I want this pretty dark up here. I don't know if we need more green. Mix a little. I'm probably going to put out Mars Black because I think I'm going to want a brown. Or you could put out what brown you have. I think I have here in the studio Burnt Umber. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on paints, I suggest a Quinacridone rather than a red or a, oh, it would depend on the brand. Maybe a crimson, magenta, crimson color. It'll mix pretty reds. I think they're better. Okay, so maybe dark, kind of dark all over almost. And maybe I'll make like a little. Actually, we have dark here. Maybe I should make more darks over here. Oh, this is a number 12 Filbert Royal Inlaying Nickel. It was just sitting on my art table, so I grabbed it. I might want a flat brush. Sometimes I like the flat brush because you can use the corners, but you can still kind of use the corner. It's going to take a couple layers to make this darker. You know what might be kind of fun too? Let's make a little. Ooh, that's dark. Here, I'll add a smidge white. See if you can see that. Pretty deep purple. Kind of a blue purple. I don't know if you can see that on video. There. you want to warm it up, put a little more quinacridone in it. So I'm gonna scrub and scumble. So like when you kind of let your brush run out and just scribble, sometimes artists call that scumbling. I think I might time lapse right here to speed up the video a smidge. Hey, thought I'd pop in. So I've got a 3/8 inch Deerfoot stippler. It's Michael's Artist Loft. And I mixed a little white with my dark green. And then sometimes it gets too light on what that I want. And so I just add a little darker. And actually I don't mind some of those little, and I'm kind of turning my brush. And I'm just trying to hint at some bushes or trees off into the distance. I'm just kind of playing with it, but I tend to paint a little bit better when I'm not trying to talk to you guys all the time. Focus a little bit more on the painting rather than chatting with you. I'm not sure I like that. Oh, actually that could be pretty good. I probably should just stop. And I never do when I say that, when I should just stop. Although that's right in the middle. Do I mind that? Break it up a little bit more. It's almost like painting clouds. We could come in with like a couple of, if I grab a little bit of that yellow, it's probably gonna be too bright. Maybe pull it forward a little bit and shift the color a bit. And the more I kind of pounce on it, the more it's disappearing. So I'm thinking my light's coming from my son's over here. Actually, that might do it. I think we might just dry this and start painting the grasses. Okay, one thing nice about drying it is now I have some thoughts. I'm gonna grab some blue. So let's have like a, so dark here. Grab some purple too, so I have more color changes. Probably should do that. It'll be more interesting. Just sort of entertains when you shift the dark, the value of the, what am I trying to say? So these are all dark values, but I shift the color a little bit. I totally like what I just did there. I'm gonna offload my brush and just kind of push this back a little bit. And really, I could be totally overthinking this. I'll know better once I get some flowers on it. And then I was thinking that it might be good if this dips a little bit. And you can use the Deerfoot stippler. Or, you know, a ruined round brush with lots of stray hairs. I don't know if I've got one. Here's a round brush. You could use this one too. And kind of have it dip down a little more. So I'm changing the height because I had these two lined up, which I seem to do that. I like patterns. I don't know what that is. There, I think that's a little more interesting. Okay, I'm gonna dry it and I'll be back. Oops, I forgot to turn the video on. So I just grabbed a bunch of my yellow and a little bit of quinacridone to make an orange, and it's, I don't know, is that closer to red orange? Quinacridone is so strong and yellow isn't. You know, besides white that I go through a lot, I tend to go through a lot of cad yellow, which is also why I buy it in the cheaper. It's just not as strong of a pigment. Let's think about putting some out. Maybe I won't. I am gonna put out, oops, I stuck my finger on the wet paper towel and some paint. I'm gonna put out some Mars Black, or you could put out, just put out some burnt umber, whatever brownish color you have in your studio. Okay, so I'm gonna, maybe I do want to make a little more orange. Just make it lighter. So I'm gonna pull my orange out and put a pinch of black in it to make a brown. You could argue your colors in your painting are more unified this way by mixing a lot of the colors. It's cheaper if you just buy a handful of colors and mix them. It's totally up to you. If you watch my lives when I do the flyover to my art table, you can see I actually have 2 shelves. I don't know if you see all the shelves, get a quick look at it, but I have quite a few tubes of paint. I'm trying to make sure we keep this on. I think this will be okay. I might just move it like over here. Grab just a teeny little black. You can always add more. If it's too green, add a little magenta. If it's too red, add some yellow. That's pretty darn good. I might want it darker. I really don't go through much black. I don't use it much. When I mix that blue and purple, it almost looks black. Oh, here, maybe you guys want a screenshot. I gotta remember to do that after I'm done mixing. You don't have to mix it this thorough. Sometimes I just kind of get into it. I might want that darker still. Here, bring it a little closer for a screenshot. Try and square it up. And then there's my sort of hinting at Bob Ross bushes. I think they'll definitely will add some drama, and they'll definitely get pushed into the background. Okay, let's maybe just a little more black. That's looking kind of green on me. A little pinch of magenta. I think I'd rather have a redder brown than a greener. And it's going to vary. Your brands vary. I think I like that. Okay. A lot of times painting take a long time just because of the color mixing. And I'm going to put some browns in. Let's see what this looks like with some white. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's kind of like a weedy, dry brown color. And I'm not totally sure. Maybe we'll kind of put it, since I've got white in it, we'll kind of put it up here. It might be kind of fun when thinking of it to take a little Prussian blue. A little water, it's starting to dry out on me. Oh, I've got the fan, overhead fan running in my studio. Probably should stop. Okay, that keeps getting darker than I want. I'm gonna have a, maybe I'll just grab a little, what if we kind of put in, kind of hint of blue back here. I think I'll run this off the edge. I don't know, let's just put a little down here. I don't know if it's gonna make sense. Kind of trying not to put it everywhere along the whole line, but I pretty much did. Just grabbing a little darker. My brush is kind of dirty. Not sure why. I think I'll stop. Okay, cleaning out my brush. And I think I'm going to go back to the browns and the time lapse for a little bit, and I'll be back. Oh no, I thought the video was running while I was painting this. So I think you saw that I made orange with the yellow and the quinacridone and put a little black in it, and then added some, kept adding black, and it went a little green on me, so I added some quinacridone to it. And then I'm just putting dirt down, so you didn't miss a ton. It doesn't look that great, but that's okay. We're just getting some color down, something kind of interesting in the background, something to build on. Actually, I don't know if I want that color. So my canvas is kind of popping through because I didn't paint a background color first. You could paint like all yellow, all red. Actually, I think those are dots in the, so I'm so sorry about that, guys. I think I'm gonna mix some more greens. And I think you heard me say that I go through quite a bit of yellow, because it takes a lot more yellow than it does any other color to mix, because the yellow just isn't nearly as strong as the blue I'm mixing in there. I might grab quite a bit of blue. Okay. And this is totally okay. Like, I think I had a little bit of that lighter green in there with white. It's totally okay if it kind of gets in there. I'm watching the value. I might need some more. Well, I'm so sorry about that little bit. I'll have to see how it looks when I put the video together. It might not be too bad. I'm like, oh no. I thought it was running. I must not have hit play. I mean, I must have thought I hit play, but didn't check to make sure that it was going. That kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put in, oh, you know what? I keep changing my mind. How about if we mix a little purple? So about 1/3 of that blue and about 2/3 of the magenta. I think that's gonna be, based on when I was mixing with my brush, I think I'm gonna like that. I think the quinacridone magenta and the ultramarines make great purples. I have an ultramarine green shade and it makes a great purple. Okay, are we done with some handy puddles that we can mix from? I think we might be. I don't know if I want, like, I don't know if it matters too much. We've got our distance and our perspective pretty well in here. We could back up just a smidge and cover where the canvas is popping through. I don't know if we need to. I'm gonna put some grasses up and over. That was fatter than I wanted. So I'm generally thinking dark to light, strong color to grayed color, but not so much. We're gonna have a pretty close-up view. Pretty. I don't know if I actually want, I was gonna put a little red up here. Let's just do it. I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea or a bad idea, but we can cover it up. Excuse me. So I'm thinking darker, lighter, higher, lower, all that kind of stuff. Just kind of make it interesting. Okay, I'm gonna play with grass and I'm gonna time lapse this. Okay, doesn't that look a heck of a lot better? I'm gonna stop here and dry it with a hair dryer and then put in some of the, where I want the Queen Anne's lace to go. And then I ended up, my blue kind of disappeared. I've got a little blue up here. And so then I put some in here to both kind of tie it in with the painting up there. And because I've got some oranges right here. So kind of take advantage of the complements. And I've got, so it's always hard, like generally my grasses are leaning in, and then like I was crisscrossing them, but even those start to become patterns. It's just so funny how, I don't know, I really see, my brain seems to like to do that. So right now I'm just kind of almost covering up spots where you see the canvas poking through. Sometimes it doesn't even cover, no matter how much I scrub on it. I ended up with a lot more of a reddish color in here than I thought I would. And then while my corners are kind of dark, this one's greener and lighter. A lot of times I'm painting and nothing's changing. That happens. Grab a little brown and see if that'll cover, and grab a little green. Oh, that got dark. That's okay. Can always lighten it up. But I might bring it over a little bit more just so my dark is here. And I'm going to grab some lighter green. So I don't want it, I tend to want to put things in the center. Let's lighten that up a bit. That's also what can be fun, is seeing the changes in the values. Okay, I'll be back after a bit. Hey, I thought you might want to see me paint a little bit of these larger ones in actual time. So I'm sneaking up on the value. So first I drew, well, hang on. Let's back up a second. I grabbed this 1/2" craft brush because it doesn't have very many bristles in it, and I can get some finer lines with it for the grasses than I could with this filbert from Royal Langnickel. Oh, Craft Smart, 1/2". Didn't realize it had it on there. and then dried it with a hairdryer and took my white charcoal pencil and kind of indicated where I want the big ones to go. So I have a big one here, a big one here, and a big one there, and then I put a little one there. And then I'm just kind of sneaking up on the values. And then here's where the filbert works, because you can kind of, the Queen Anne's lace kind of has these little pieces to it. And if we're just going to hint at it, I don't have a photo. So I'm just kind of hinting at some of those little, I think when you look at the top, it looks like lace. But I like painting them from the side. I was going to scratch my neck and I was worried I had paint on my finger. So I'm just kind of just going for my puddles. And then I use this medium green. And if I put another layer on, it's going to be brighter. And I just kind of hinted at, for now, sometimes it kind of gets lost at the, because they kind of connect, you know, in a whole bunch of stems, and the flowers are on top of the stems. Hope that helped. But here we could kind of, if we don't like it, we can paint it out. So I was thinking I'd put the flowers in now, and then I'll put some grasses over it. And this is much more colorful than I thought it was going to be. I ended up putting in quite a bit of, kind of try to vary those a little bit. Maybe put one. Can you see that? Just kind of sneaking up on it. Okay, let's grab some of this light yellow green I made. It might almost be too light. Grab a little yellow. Can always make it lighter. Can always make it darker. Okay, so sun, I just saw a cat here. I don't know if I got it. My sun's coming from over here. Let's start with this one then, maybe. Let's put a couple of, yeah, I like the filbert. You can just almost stamp it. I'm going to grab some of this green. Excuse me. All right, let's grab a little bit of this color again. Ooh, there's a lot of it. But if I lose what I've got going here, I can just put it back. So I'm thinking this one's more of a bud. Oh, and I have a tendency to connect all my flower tops to stems. You don't necessarily have to do that. And then you don't want to connect them all the way down. You kind of want to maybe even skip and wiggle, and that's probably too dark. Like that. Maybe not. Could grab a little lighter color and your eye will connect the dots, or your brain. It's probably more your brain. And then these are, I think, are just going to leave them as weeds. I like them. All right, so I had a little yellow. But you've already seen me put out yellow a couple times already. That's not much lighter. There. All right, so my sun's coming. And I've got some charcoal pencil marks. Can wash them off after for me the next day. It's usually dry enough in my studio. The trick is like to be random. I think that's one of the hardest things for most people. I don't know if I like that one yet. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I think I'm gonna put a little catch in the light. Oops, I picked up some dark green someplace. Might not have been dry. kind of pretty. I'm gonna try to not use white and see what I think. And I'm not crazy about this one for some reason. Sometimes you should just leave it alone. I hope you guys are laughing. Excuse me, because I'm not leaving it alone. I don't know if I want like a kind of hint. There we go. Maybe a little longer. All I'm thinking is, does that say stem? Okay, let's grab our lighter. Let's grab a little white. Till this area dries. So in theory, a little less of this value. I might want a little more white. That might help me like this one better. Maybe have it catch a little. What's nice about when you're painting it, and this is pretty impressionistic, you can bend the light a little bit. I think these might be weeds, but I know people have them in their garden, so I don't mean that offensively. I mean, a lot of pretty flowers actually can grow by the roadside, I think. I'm not a flower expert. I better get help here. You guys better help me. Let me know about these. This is the second time I've painted Queen Anne's lace. Okay, guys, I'm gonna play with this some more in the time lapse, and I'll be back. Hey, so I think I'm pretty close to done. I'm gonna want some weeds over, and I think I want to bring the flowers up more. So I could use straight up white. I mixed in almost white. I'm gonna see how this looks. Now in theory I shouldn't use as much of it, but I might. Maybe want to add some detail, a little more smaller dots, go slower. I might use white on that one because there's not a lot of contrast. Oh, and then I also filled in some spots where I could see I think I got some right there. I could see some of the canvas coming through. So then I kind of want to bring up, so when you make a change like that, then it's like, okay, this needs to be lighter over here. Plus Plus it dries darker. I don't know if that just dried darker on me and I didn't pay attention. I'm kind of liking the littler hints of flower better. Oh, and then I used some of my purple and put in like some little purple, I don't know what they would be. Thistles, could be anything. But I've got a lot of drama and a lot of, as I said before, a lot of color I wasn't planning on. Here, should we put a little, I don't know if we want orange. Maybe a little, hopefully that's on camera. Maybe a little light brown to kind of, what's going on back there? Kind of cover up my little paint spots I've got going on. I didn't like how light that was. Here, maybe you want a screenshot. Although this doesn't, when I lift it up, it doesn't get that much closer. And then we'll get, oh, we probably should put some bees in this. That'd be kind of fun. Let me know if you like how colorful it is. Okay. I just thought I'd pop in and hopefully, yeah, I think you can, well, I can tell that that's not quite white. You don't always have to go to white. Well, also if you want it to look darker, put darker around it, next to it, next to part of it. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and paint. Yeah, kind of looks like broccoli. I kept thinking cauliflower. Kind of looks like broccoli. Is that all right? Do we need another? Kind of like that. Reinforce some of these. They do dry darker. I like how it looks when I first put them on. And they just need another coat. Go a little thicker. That almost looks like a carnation. So I used white on that one, didn't I? Yeah, my purple dried quite a bit darker. Okay, guys, I'm gonna add some purples, add a bee, and I'll be back. Hey, I don't know if I have a problem with my phone, but it didn't video that last little part. I ended up adding some white, especially to these. Oh, I added a little white to this one. I didn't add any white to that one. And then I added some lighter purples and then some straight up magenta on these thistles or whatever they're gonna be, whatever we're gonna call them. I'm so sorry about that. Let's get a screenshot. It's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna take my flat brush. Well, and then you can see how the bushes and the trees or whatever these are in the background looked pretty strong, but now that I've got the white on top of them, it pushes it back, which I think is fun. But that's where you kind of have to make decisions as you go. You never know. Let's see, what do I want to do? You never know. A color is relative, so you don't know how strong it's going to be. And I was going to try not to use white, but I kind of like pushing those values almost as dark as I can get them and as light as I can get them. So I think what I'm going to do now is add some weeds. And I could go lighter. I could go darker. Do we want like almost maybe, should make like a purpley brown? And just see what it does. I think I want it, because I want a lighter color so it comes up and over here. And then sometimes it's almost easier to set it down someplace and pull up and lift up. I kind of like that. That's a pretty color. And then sometimes I'll go like I'll just set it down, which will make a neat little texture. Kind of a weedy. Almost looks pink. Then we could take a little, or actually maybe a little lighter. Grab a little yellow. Put like a little something on it. Man, you can play and play and play. Let's see, maybe I kind of want one. I was gonna swipe it and then I laid it down. If it doesn't work out, you can skinny it up. I did that somewhere in here. I think it was right there. It kind of cut off part of my bush, but this was too fat and I just skinnied it up with a dark color. But that's kind of pretty how it sticks over. Now it's looking more orange. So that's one thing fun about shifting colors a little bit. Do we want one more? Do we want one over? I kind of want one over this one. And then I might take the brown so it shows. I want to show where it crosses. And I think sometimes, like I don't always do this, but sometimes when you put the weeds in front, it gives it even more depth. You can't see me, I was like moving, well you can see my hands, I was moving my shoulders up and down, and that's drying darker, which is all right. If you want it a little lighter, you can just add little hints. You don't have to like try to draw the whole streak again, you can just hint at it. So that just blends right into some of my colors down there. Let's see, we want more weeds over. Do I kind of need, do we want like maybe some purpley? Could do blue and have it. No, it's lighter than I thought it was going to be. My paints are really drying out. I never did turn off my overhead fan. So it takes longer when I switch colors like this, but sometimes it's kind of fun. Grab some orange. I think I'm done. I don't know that there's a whole... I kept saying I wanted more coming over. Let's have one. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3. Maybe have it come in. Nope, you don't really even see it there. So we could go lighter. So I added yellow and white. Got kind of a big blob. Got a lot on my, that's one thing about when you mix with your brush. All right, where did it go? It's kind of there. Oh, I like that. And then maybe have it. I wonder if it almost needs to be darker. Well, it crosses here. Grab a little dark blue. I mean, you could keep going. Okay, like a little dark blue. It's drying up. It looks weedy, which I like. Do you want a little darker there? Oh, that's kind of nice. There we go. Oh, that got bold. Oh, fun, fun, fun stuff. Sorry about the little video interruptions, but you got to see almost all this step by step. I need to step back from it, but I think we've got plenty going on. And this took me, oh gosh, 2.5 hours so far, maybe a little longer. So what I'm thinking now is maybe grab this lighter green, and sometimes it's just kind of fun to put a little dot. I like dots. I think they're entertaining. And then I kind of think, okay, stagger them. So now I've got 3. Do we want to stop? I don't know if I want to stop. 4. Okay guys, I'm gonna dry this with a hair dryer and see if anything needs lightening. And I think we're pretty much done. I forgot the bee. I think we'll just put one in because we've got a lot going on. I was gonna step back from this and I didn't do that. One thing I might do is just kind of lighten that corner a little more. My goodness, I could fuss and fuss with this. Okay, let's do the bee. I just dried it with a hair dryer. Now I did that. Okay, I think we'll just put one. We really don't have a star of the show, but at least I'm keeping you in here with the whites. I'm thinking I'm gonna paint just a little one. Pretty close to center. Let's see, if center's here, I'm just going to do a little oval. Do you want it bigger? Of course, they tend to grow on you. And you paint them. And I want to get my head in here. Okay, I'm going to dry it with a hair dryer. Okay, I painted the white so that the yellow will show. I think I'm just gonna put like one yellow center and then just 2 black ends because it's so little. Sometimes I'll put little legs on them, but okay, so let's just grab some yellow. I really want to pick it up and get it in my there. So this brush is starting to do funny things, but the little ones don't last as long. I probably should dry it with a hairdryer. It's like save as on a computer. You know what, guys? I'm going to pick this up so I can get it in my vision, then I'll show you what it looks like. Hey, so I wasn't thinking, let's see if I can get that. It's so dark that you can't see my bee. So I painted it gray and put a little black in it. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it bigger. That'll help me. I'm going to basically start over. Just putting a little point on it, or trying to. Okay, I'm gonna dry this with a hairdryer. Hey friends, I'm done. The bee is better. Here, we'll do a screenshot if you want to get one. I had the hardest time getting it square and on there. It's really pretty. I kind of did my usual, I like to dip down, especially when I do this kind of a design for a little landscape. I like to have a dip. The colors are fun. The bee turned out pretty good. Its wings are kind of a blue-gray. And then I just have a little bit of highlight. Oh, and then I lightened up this tree back here with a little bit of paint, so it has a little contrast. And then these like little purple flowers are just, oh, I don't know. They were one color, then I put a darker color, two color. They're 4 colors. I just kind of blobbed them with the corner of the flat brush. So that's fun. Let's see, should we do a little tour here and make it a little bit more organized? See how close I can get it. That background really goes backward when it gets pushed back when you add the lights. I think I'm gonna paint another one. It'll turn out different. When I don't have a game plan, they tend to turn out different. I think it's really fun. It's gonna look really cute in a frame. I've got plastic on it still, but kind of I don't know if you can get the idea or not if I lay this on here. Oh yeah, you kind of do. Oops, sorry, I bumped my video arm. That looks really cute. Okay guys, I hope you like this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you've been painting. I'd love to see it. Oh, actually, you can't show me in the comments, but we started a new Facebook group. The link is in this video's description, and lately I've been putting it in the pinned comment on the top. So you can find it and you can share your art with me and a bunch of other happy, creative, wonderful people. Thanks for hanging out with me. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye guys.